Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. BZ, your teacher. If you didn't know that, I'm just going to leave that alone. Anyway, so 3 things about me. This is kind of what I want it to look like, or it doesn't actually have to look like this specifically, but this is one option. If you know how to use Screencastify or you know how to record in Zoom, there's a variety of options. If you don't want to actually do it this way and pre-record and upload, that's fine. You can do it live, or you can do a PowerPoint presentation perfectly fine. So, like I said, I'm Mr. BZ. I was born in Louisiana. Uh, if you couldn't guess, I've lived all over the country. My dad was a pilot in the Air Force, and we've been everywhere, mostly Midwest, California, New Mexico. Um, Graduated from high school in Ohio. So I tell people I'm from Ohio. That makes the most sense to me. That's where most of my childhood friends are. I went to Purdue. At Purdue, I was planning on working for the government. Um, Best way to do that was to go into the military. Went into the military. Was in the Navy for a little while, stationed down in San Diego. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And so I got out. And while I was trying to get into either the CIA or the FBI, I became a teacher. That was just a stopgap in the middle to get experience. I taught for 4 years, realized I really liked it and I enjoyed it. So rather than try to hold on to something that thought I wanted to do, I let it go for something I knew I was enjoying, that being teaching. So I taught for another 4 years. So I was a teacher for 8 years, and I got a job as an assistant principal in Half Moon Bay, and I did that for 4 years, and then I went to Camp Lindo. I was a associate principal there for 5 years, and then I was at Los Lomas for a year. Somewhere in there, I got married and had a kid and 2 kids, so I decided to come back to teaching. I was teaching for about a minute, and I was like, why did I ever leave this? I love teaching. I've always loved teaching since I started doing it. Um, so now I'm back. This is my 5th year again teaching. I believe it's my 23rd or 24th year. Um, One thing I want you guys to really, really understand, and one of the points of that is one, this doesn't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfect. Two, if you're feeling a little trepidation about doing this, me too. I feel really awkward, and that's okay. Um, 3, always keep your options open. If you had told me when I was in high school I was going to be a teacher, I'd have laughed. I'd have laughed harder, and I would have laughed some more. Um, wasn't even remotely close to being on the list of things I wanted to do. 10 years ago, if you had told me I was going to be married and have 2 kids, I had laughed and laughed and laughed. Now I've got a wife and 2 kids, and I couldn't imagine anything else. So always keep your options open. If those are 3 things about me, they were in there somewhere. Hope this helps. If it does not, then by all means, we can have a conversation. Again, it doesn't have to look like this. You come up with what works for you. All right. Oh, yes. And I like Mr. Clean and narwhals.